Quick disclaimer, no iterations of Link were burned alive or boiled alive or otherwise harmed in the creation of this video, aka Zelda theory and or rant.
Oh, geez, Link, it looks like you're kind of short on breath there. Didn't know this was Breath of the Wild. I thought this was Ocarina of Time. Oh, what's that? It's really hot in here? Oh, geez, yeah, I wonder why. Maybe it's because you're standing in an active volcano. But that's okay, Link. I'm sure you were just smitten by its breathtaking scenery. Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's me, Thinkafurr. I've got a bit of a hot take in today's Zelda theory. Yeah, that's right, I've got a Zelda theory today, not a discussion video. There is a difference. Although, I don't necessarily discourage you from discussing this Zelda theory. Confusing, right? Flaming puns aside, we've all grown up with lava and volcanoes in video games, and the Zelda series isn't a stranger to these things. But the thing I don't quite get about lava in video games, especially the Zelda games, is the fact that it pretty much looks like molten cheese and Doritos. No wait, that one checks out. No, it's actually this. Yes, this part right here, Link just bursting into flames. Now I hear you all thinking, well, he's in a volcano, Chris. Yeah, I hear that. I totally get that part. Lots of heat, therefore Link combust. Except that this is a volcano, and volcanoes produce an obscene amount of heat. And death by combustion would be the least of your worries if you were a Gerudo or Hylian trying to scale a mountain, let alone Link trying to get inside of one. And this is the thing that I want to talk about. Because all of them would suffer a fate worser than you could ever imagine. Thinkers, it's time for a thought process. So, Nintendo, the company that's always making video games that are family-friendly for everyone to enjoy. Twilight, Breath of the Wild. Wait, what was I talking about? Yeah, that's right, dark video games and the scary things that can happen when you enter a volcano full of lava. Okay, so to really understand the implications of Link going anywhere remotely near a volcano or lava or anything that is mildly volcanic, we're gonna have to enter the realms of science and history today. Alright, so to kick things off, the human body, or in this case the Hylian body that we're just gonna say is a human body because they're pretty much both built the same more or less, but nonetheless, the human body is made up of 60% water. Why is this important, you might ask? Well, typically, if not varyingly, the temperature of lava when it's first ejected from a volcanic vent varies between 700 to 1,200 degrees Celsius or 1,300 to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I think you can all see where I'm going with this, but a liquid, let's just say water, at sea level will boil at 100 degrees Celsius or 200 degrees Fahrenheit. There are varying factors that can influence how quickly a liquid boils, and altitude is one of them. Aha, you must be all thinking, Link is on the top of Death Mountain and is really high up at a high altitude and the air pressure is super low. Link is fine, right? Well, at higher altitudes, air pressure is lower, and I guess things do take a little bit longer to cook. Except that, it's not gonna make that much of a difference, even if you traversed a mountaintop that was 1,905 meters altitude. Water's still gonna boil at 93.4 degrees Celsius, which is pretty close to its usual typical boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius at sea level. So, how do I put this, this to you, thinkers without being too gruesome and the, YouTube ninjas striking me down? Well, okay, imagine that you wanted to put some boiled eggs inside of a nice bowl inside of a microwave. You crank that microwave up to 11 and then you leave it and forget about it, and then next thing you know, after a couple minutes, bam, that's it. Your eggs are suddenly needing to be cleaned off the surfaces inside of the microwave. That's kind of what it's like for the brains of your average Hylian or Gerudo or oh no wait, the Gorons are living rock, okay, so I guess they get a pass, but this is the dark fate that befalls every living thing besides a Goron that goes remotely near, yes that's right, near, not close, near to a active volcano like Death Mountain that is spewing lava everywhere. And if you don't believe me, it's 79 AD with the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. During this eruption, there was two major heat surges, which, well, the first one was at 180 to 220 degrees Celsius, and the second was at 200 to 260 degrees Celsius, which is between 430 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. But look, those big numbers aside, its hot ash clouds pretty much boiled the bodily fluids of everybody in Pompeii. Yeah, it's pretty gruesome stuff. Like, your brains would be so far gone, we're talking argon levels of gone. Get it? Because argon's a gas and liquids turn to gas when boiled? Yeah, you know what? Never mind, that joke was, clearly just a little bit too steamy. Now, given the, well, the proximity of Death Mountain to all of Hyrule, whether it's in Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time, I'm kind of in debate about Twilight Princess, but anyway, given the proximity of such an active volcano to the rest of Hyrule's inhabitants in Breath of the Wild, it's pretty apparent just how much danger they're all in. The overall size of the map of Breath of the Wild is enormous from, I guess, a video game standpoint, but from real-world measurements, no, it's really small if you compare it to the rest of planet Earth. Honestly, with one single eruption from, I don't know, a divine beast Varudania out of control, we probably might be seeing something similar to what happened during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. The crazy thing is that it was the sheer heat of the pyroclastic clouds that were on Mount Vesuvius, so yeah, this is seriously something to consider when you look at just how close Death Mountain is compared to the rest of Hyrule and its inhabitants, towns, and settlements, because it only takes one simple eruption for the whole thing to just ruin everybody's day. Well, actually, maybe not everybody's day. The Gorons would be fine. Probably, kind of, maybe, considering they can roll around in lava in Majora's Mask, and I guess the reader can just fly away if they see it in time. But everyone else in Hyrule would be boiled alive before they even remotely got near it. And Link trying to get to Varudania, chugging all those heat elixirs, well, you know what, let's talk about that. What exactly are the things like heat elixirs and, I guess, the flame protection armor, or the earrings that he gets in Skyward Sword, or any of the other, I guess, lava protection items? What are they really protecting him from? How do they even operate? Obviously, you know, there's some magical explanation for a lot of them, but could any of these even work? Okay, so I guess the earrings one is kind of obvious. No, that probably wouldn't work, at least in a scientific point. Not gonna go through the whole lore explanation of why it works the way it works.
Drinking heat-resistant elixirs doesn't exactly check out either. But what about the Flamebreaker armor that protects you from the heat in Breath of the Wild? Well, based on appearance, it does look like it's made of some kind of metal and some kind of strange rubber-like material. Now, don't get me wrong, thinkers. There are suits out there that can protect you with completely different materials, but they protect you at temperatures up to 2000 degrees Fahrenheit or 1093 degrees Celsius. But the Flamebreaker's armor is made of metal and rubber from the looks of it visibly, and metal melts at 1538 degrees Celsius, which, well, okay, the suit would probably be okay to a point, but the person inside it would be cooked alive! Don't even get me started on the rubber and how it would just melt and it would burn you. So yeah, bursting into flames in a volcano may not exactly be the most realistic way to go out, considering that everything else would probably follow in before you even got to that point, let alone getting even close to a volcano's summit. But maybe I'm just overthinking and overanalyzing a very specific portion of a video game and a video game series that I love and enjoy. Lava is pretty cool. And tasty looking too. Delectable looking liquid rock that could boil me alive. Thinkers, if you enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to support the channel's content monetarily, you can join as a member on Patreon or join on YouTube. Both will get your name in the credits and behind the scenes access. Now before I head out, be sure to share some of that love and support around at my partner's Instagram at ElfSpringArt. They created almost all of this channel's art and it wouldn't be where it is today. So yeah, go check him out on Instagram. Give him a follow. Love ya, Elfie. Thinkers, have a big-brained, thonky day and be sure to think safe out there. Bye-bye.